3.2a is about standard deviation. So we want to be able to state what that is and figure out what the standard deviation is for a particular data set. So standard deviation is just the measure of variation or spread from the mean. Okay, so sometimes your numbers are really spread out, so they're really far from your mean. Sometimes your numbers are really close together in your data set. The symbol for standard deviation is this Greek letter sigma. So it's kind of this O with a little curly Q on top. So anytime you see that, that represents your standard deviation. So the closer the standard deviation is to 0, the closer the numbers are to the mean. Okay, and that just means that the closer your numbers are to 0, the more consistent. Okay, the more consistent your data is. That's the word we're going to use when we're talking about the standard deviation. So if we're looking at our numbers here at the bottom, if the standard deviation is 0, that means your numbers are all the same, right? So that's as consistent as you can possibly get, just having a data set that's the same number. So 8, 8, 8, 8. Okay, if your standard deviation is about 5, that means your data is slightly spread out, right? So either 5 above that mean or 5 below that mean, so not too far apart. If your standard deviation gets up to like 20, so then we're getting more spread out or very spread out. Okay, but focus on remembering that the closer your standard deviation is to 0, the more consistent your data is. So here's our first example. If Beth and Sarah have the same mean points scored per game, so they have the same average points scored per basketball game, but Beth has a standard deviation of 3.2 and Sarah has a standard deviation of 1.4, which player would be the more consistent shooter? Well, remember we just said to be consistent, that means you're closer to 0. So if we're looking, this problem says that Sarah, right? Sarah has a standard deviation of 1.4. 1.4 is closer to 0 than 3.2 is, so Sarah is the more consistent shooter. And there we have it. Let's take a look at another one of these. If Susan and Tom have the same average test scores, but Susan has a standard deviation of 2.3 and Tom has a standard deviation of 6.1, who is the more consistent test taker? Well, we're comparing 2.3 and 6.1. 2.3 is closer to 0, so that tells us that Susan is the more test taker. And again, we know that because her standard deviation is closer to 0 than Tom's is. We are also going to be using technology. So we're going to break out our graphing calculators, and we're going to use our graphing calculators to find the standard deviation. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a brief preview. So say these are the quiz scores in a class. Okay, this list right here is the quiz scores in a class. Well, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to use this special little stat button on your calculator. Right, so STAT, that's our stat button. We're going to be using that a lot tomorrow. And we'll use that to take us to this list 1 where we can plug in all of our data. The nice thing about using your calculator is that you don't have to put your data in order from least to greatest. Your calculator is going to take care of all of that. Okay, so once you have your list in there, we're going to be able to get to this special list talking about our variable statistics. Okay, and so this is going to help us figure out, it's going to tell us our mean, it's going to tell us our standard deviation, it's going to tell us our median, and it's going to help us find the range really, really quickly. So for our mean, when we're looking at our calculator, our mean is represented by this X with a line over it. Okay, so your mean is an X with a line over it. Well, it looks like we have 9.72. So that would tell us that our mean, X with a line over it, equals 9.72. Pretty simple, right? All we have to do is read the calculator. Or our standard deviation, remember that's our special little 0 with a curly Q. When we're looking at our calculator, it actually is right down here. It's that sigma x. Okay, so sigma x, so our standard deviation, is about 3.057. Well, we're going to round that to the 100th place, just like we did for our mean. So that would make this standard deviation equals 3.06. Okay, So for our median, if we were to scroll down on our calculator, right, so you see those arrows on the side of your calculator right here, we can scroll down and our screen will tell us even more information. So if we're looking at this, right here we have MED, that's short for median. So our median is 10.5. Also in this list, notice that it tells us our maximum is 15 and our minimum is 2.5. So for our range, we're just going to subtract those to give us 12.5. Last but not least, what does the standard deviation mean in this case? Well, our standard deviation was 3.6. 3.6, it's not exactly zero, and it's right, so it's not exactly zero, so the numbers aren't all the same, but no, it's probably slightly spread, right? Our data is slightly spread out. Not really far, but it's not all the same either. So this is our standard deviation. We're going to be looking at this in class tomorrow. Remember to answer the questions in your quiz and click submit.